platform. Love returned! Yeah, all my exams are over now, so now I can go back into creating videos for my faithful 8 subscribers. It's funny because I said I think back in April or something, I had 6 subscribers. So in 2 months, I have 2 new subscribers. Woo! Really good. Also I just trying something new with the hair. Probably makes me look a tad pretentious, but I've had long hair for 9 years now, and this is pretty much the first time I'm ever doing anything with it. My friends have told me before that I should spike up my hair into massive spikes. But then, no, that would just be silly. I mean, I look like someone out of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I said Z, I'm not American. I don't say Z. I don't say elevator or jelly or sidewalk or George Bush or etc. So, anywho, in this video, I'll be reading out the 4th chapter of my novella Awake. If you want to read along with me, then click the link in the description box below. Click the annotations here to read the other chapter videos. Maybe you're new to the channel. Don't know why you would be new or why you haven't seen them before. So, you sitting comfortably? Good. Then I'll begin. Blood of Innocence, Chapter 4. Mitch was in St. Peter's Hospital, running down a corridor, with his coat flapping behind him like a cape. He barged into a room and went over to the bed. He could see the patient had a nasty cut along his neck, presumably caused by a knife. Hello, I'm Inspector Mitch Crosby. I'm the policeman who's been sent here to interview you. He signalled to the nurse. I'll go right ahead. I'll just give you a buzz if you need me. Mitch took out a notepad and a pen and wrote down some initial observations. Already written down was the fact that the witness did have a cut along his neck, which ruled out the means of the investigation. Okay, nothing personal, just a few routine questions. What's your name? John Blake. Your age? 54. Your occupation? I'm a senior sales consultant. And where were you when the incident happened? I was walking towards my place of work, the Exeter building. And the time was, it was early day, I think between 8 and 9. Can you tell me your version of what happened? Well, as I said, I was walking to an Exeter building, and on the route to this building, there's this alleyway. I've never had any reason to go down it before, but I walked past it. I walked past it yesterday, and I saw a young man, and he was holding a knife to this other man's throat, and there was someone else lying lifelessly on the ground. I took my phone out and I was going to call the police, but the man saw me and I panicked and started to run. I don't know what happened to the hostage, but the man got upon me, cut my throat, and knocked me out. Next time I knew, I woke up here. Did you think you had done anything at all to anger this man? This attack was completely unprovoked. Why do you think this man spared your life? I don't know. I mean, he could have killed me. I'm obviously grateful he didn't, but I don't know. Maybe he wasn't capable of it. Okay, John, thank you for your time. Mitch closed his notebook and walked out of the room. Shadow and Gravity was standing outside a TV showroom which was broadcasting the news at 10. Good evening. We have some breaking news. The police are investigating the murder of a young man, which has happened in the business district. David Tucker is at the scene. Thank you. Yes, I am right at the scene of the crime. 8:30 am, police received an anonymous phone call describing a young man lying on the floor, dead. The police have determined that his cause of death was a cut on the carotid artery. Only one witness who has wished to remain anonymous has come forward. They gave us a report stating that the witness saw one teenager girl and one young man. That's all from us here. Back to you in the studio. Sinners turned away and walked off. I thought we had dealt with that bastard. Shadow stated. Obviously not, but the police will be on the lookout for us now. We have to be careful. Gravity warned. Oh, as a case, sis. They didn't get a description of us. All we have to do is pretend we don't exist. Everyone pretends that. Gravity gave a sad smile and walked off. John Blake woke suddenly and sat up. The curtain to the window was not closed and the moonlight poured into the room. He looked around and saw a blonde girl and a tall man leering down at him. He flinched as he heard the sound of a dog barking. "Shut her up!" the boy whispered harshly. He then smiled at John. "Get away from..." Before John could finish, he saw a knife protruding into his chest. The girl held a buzzer up and pressed it. "They won't be able to save you," she whispered. The dog barked one more time, and the pair ran through the hostel, past the dead night receptionist, and through the doors into the open air. "How did the interview go?" Sarah asked, carefully. Mitch sighed and shook his head. "Not too well. I mean, the only thing I found out was that the culprits were young people, teenagers. I mean, we didn't get an accurate enough description. Finding these kids is going like finding an ice cube in an ocean." Mitch's radio crackled into life. The static cleared up and a very angry voice was relayed through. "Mitch, this is Milton. Whatever you're doing, drop it and get down to my office immediately." Mitch rolled his eyes and left his office before walking down the corridor into Milton's. "Mitch, what the hell do you think you're playing now? I gave you a direct order to leave the murder case alone. And what do? You plant a song and question the victim. And now he's dead. He might still be alive if you hadn't questioned him. Sir, I believe these cases may be linked. So good enough. You're off the murder case. Sarah will take over the case of the hospital bombing, and I want you to take some time off. I want a psych to take a look at you." "Sir, this really isn't necessary. I could change." "Not good enough, Mitch. I'm going to use some time off, and I suggest you take it." Mitch stood up and stormed out of the office. He was fuming. He ran back into his own office and slammed the door. He looked up at Sarah. "You tell Milton about the interview." Sarah nodded. "Why? I'm out of a job now." "Sorry, but it's for your own benefit. You've become clearly obsessed with this case. I was just trying to help." "So what do you want me to do in return? Bow down and kiss your feet? You didn't help." Mitch shook his head and walked out of his office. Sarah sighed. She knew that anybody who knew Mitch was well aware of how extremely sensitive, arrogant, and one-dimensional he was. It was morning and Shadow sitting up, looking at his sister, who was also awake. He quietly rose and crept away. Gravity sighed. She knew that her brother tried to wake up earlier so he could beg that little bit of extra money. She sighed and picked up her begging cup and put it in front of her. As she heard the first clink of coins, she wondered how long Shadow would be gone for and if he would come back with the extra money they so desperately needed. It turned out Shadow wasn't gone for very long. "Hey, Gravity, I've got a big surprise for you, but it'd be probably best if you open it somewhere private." Gravity nodded and Shadow helped her up and gave her Bliss's leash, and then they walked off. Shadow led to his sister down an alleyway, and they stopped. It smelled like sewage, and the brickwork was uneven and slimy, but it would do. Similar to staying in worse places. "Okay, sis, take this." Gravity took it, and she let her hand see for her. "Wrapping paper! It's a present!" Shadow smiled. "Go on, open it." Gravity excitedly tore off the paper and felt around the edges. Okay guys, for now I think we're just out of time, so I'll stop the video here and I'll see you guys in the second half. Love your faces.